This game is just beautiful. Maybe not technically. The resolution's really shoddy, the models are just odd, the colors are pretty washed out in some places, but there's no real objective definition for what can be considered beautiful. Besides the gorgeous art direction that squeezed its way into this dual-layered disc, the storytelling, the battle system, the characters, and amazing overworld, the scope of it all, I'm proud to be a fan of what Nintendo can say is a modern classic in marketing. That is really neat. There's so much to love about this franchise, and I'm very glad that throughout all in all, they never made any weird decisions. Because Monolith Soft really knew what they were doing when they created Xenoblade Chronicles.
I used some special herbs and spices today. So if you said it was just the same as usual, I'd know for sure you had no sense of taste.
What?
He's not even eating it. He's not even eating that sandwich. I mean, they're cute, but who knows? Maybe she failed cooking school. How bad did you have to fail cooking school to make a bad sandwich? Be as critical about this game as you want. There's very little to complain about if it captivates you with its powerful narrative.
Fiora!
You know, I can look past the shoddy textures and models here and there. If you play video games, then you get past the graphics pretty dang quickly once mechanics are brought to the forefront. I can look past this cluttered battle UI. I mean, sure, I might end up doing more reading than watching, if that makes sense, but I'm still engaged with the flow of battle in this game, and shout out to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for really improving it in this regard, graphic design-wise. If only they made a remake of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 with this new knowledge, just that would be just, if only. You know, I can even look past the cluttered nature of all the systems included in this game. There's so many items, enemies, armor pieces, weapons, gems, people to connect, menus to navigate, and they're not really arranged in the most player-friendly, convenient manner. That is something that sticks with you throughout your playtime, but you get used to it, you do. Especially with such an engaging story and characters to keep you going, it always comes back to that with this game. But you know what I can't look past? I can't look past the fact that Melia got the crap end of the stick. Yeah, this video's just shipping because Shulk and Fiora broke the heart of someone who didn't deserve it. Okay, look, I get that they're the main ship, and I'm not intruding on that. Respect, I know their romance drives the whole story of Xenoblade Chronicles, and you know what? Respect, I'm not intruding on that. You guys can have that. That's fine. That is totally fine, and y'all are cute. Okay, but just put yourselves in the shoes of the humble, kind, modest princess that is Melia. Yes, this is one of those videos. In this good-natured family brought together by tragedy, you can't ignore Melia. She was found unconscious in the forest after her guards literally sacrificed their lives just to protect her. They died in front of her eyes. You come to learn she's this bastard child of her race of people, ridiculed as such, only for her to realize that her race is fated for calamity, and her role as a bastard child is actually the reason why she has such high expectations. Such large shoes to fill, poor girl. Without going into more detail, this poor girl loses so much and literally has the weight of the world on her shoulders. At first, she's determined to take on her mission by herself until Shulk and the gang come to help her realize her limits, and before long, they start accompanying each other. Put yourself in the shoes of someone who, through good and bad, find your insecurities and weaknesses always covered for by your cute partner who always manages to help you not feel alone in the world, as empty. You're happy to assist them on their journey only to find, oh, his dead girlfriend's alive. Oh no, this is gonna raise some problems. Big yikes. L. Yeah, it's cute. It's real cute. And you know what? That's what Shulk's been fighting for this whole time. So it's nice that he got what he deserved. Yeah, no, it's great that you guys are having so much fun together. Yeah, OTP. Yep. Yeah, that's sweet. That's real sweet. You know, it'd be even sweeter if you extended that same courtesy to Melia. Because what about what she deserves, huh? What about what that girl deserves? No, literally, frick up.
You are the absolute sweetest. You are a pure marvel. And I love you, and I would do anything to get you back. Now this crap.
Just because your crush came back doesn't mean you should be freaking excruciatingly and woefully oblivious to the magnanimous benevolence exhibited by this angelic yet modest princess who, for better or for worse, is too good for you, yet you put this girl on a pedestal and not the one who always feels like she has to hide her feelings for others to be happy. Like, oh my god, you just made it worse. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Why would I feel bitter? What possible reason would I have to Look, I know you came to this video expecting more serious, actual criticism and complaints about Xenoblade Chronicles, and even though that does have its own value, there's a lot of people out there who actually share this mindset, and you know what? Even if this is the most oddly specific form of injustice about the game, it might just be the greatest in some respects. But you know what? Whatever. I love the game to death. It's all good. It's all good. Dangani, what's up?
Hey man, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. I just rambled about something that no one cares about. What about you?
Oh, you know me, just gamering like a pro. Xenoblade Definitive just came out. Were you planning on getting it?
Say that again. Say that again, man.
Xenoblade Definitive just came out.
They're remaking the game? I must be living under a rock.
The Titans were locked in a timeless battle.
And so it begins. The resurrection of the Bionis.
It isn't set. So I can use this power to change the future.
The ultimate version of a modern classic. The battle HUD and menu screens are easy to read and easy to use.
That is, oh my god, they fixed all the problems. These quality of life changes have such quality. What? Wait, huh?
A new epilogue, a new story. So if you've played and loved the original game, you can not only revisit it, but look forward to one more adventure with Shulk.
Shulk and Melia make their way to the Imperial capital, which now resides on the Bionis shoulder, with new Nopon companions at their side.
There's hope.
Hello, Sky?
Oh,
you still there?
Shoot. Yeah.
Hey, what happened?
Sorry. I just think we might have another chance at salvation.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah, no, you do that, man. You remember you're an absolute legend. You have a great one, my guy.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, bro.
See, normal people would see a really good game coming out, but to me, I see an opportunity for her to get out of the friend zone. Today's a great day.
Hello. Regardless of what changes this game made and failed to make, I just love knowing that an epilogue story was made for the game, because aside from being able to draw in Xenoblade fans and allude to the future of the series, the creator just straight up felt bad for Melia. They brought these two together for one last adventure together, and even if they don't actually bring Melia out of the friend zone, which they won't, there's a lot of other stuff on this girl's shoulders. Her expectations and inhibitions never really got resolved in the original game, and with this, she's one step closer towards that justice she deserved 10 years ago. And so are the fans like me. Is this an overly specific thing to complain about? Oh yeah, it is. But if you're a passionate fan of your favorite video game or movie franchise, then you know exactly what it feels like. And no matter how small of a matter it may be, this series always finds new ways to warm my heart.
I love you, Rex.
I love you too. I love you and all you guys.
Yeah, okay, yep, that's about it. Pain. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this very random and silly video. The idea kind of just came from browsing some Shulk and Melia fan art the other day, and this little idea kind of evolved into a big ol' rooster over time. The game's been out for a whole week, but you know what? We came out with it. Whatever. It's all good. Although I did want to make a more serious post for it at the end of this video. If you have never gotten into the Xenoblade series and you're considering giving it a shot, Definitive Edition is definitely your way in, because it is the most polished game in the series by far. I find there's a lot of times in RPGs where they don't give you feedback for things you'd probably like to know, like quest indicators and when's the right time to attack. There's a lot of guesswork that goes into them instead. But Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition gives you a lot of visual feedback when it comes to all these systems that you'd probably want to know. And it really makes a difference in the long run when you already have such a long game ahead of you. It's also really nice to hear that Nintendo's so passionate about this game. They call it a modern classic, which I think is a great way to describe the game, as well as it being very heavily marketed. I bet a lot of people who aren't into the series or don't actively browse videos have gotten those ads blasting you will know her names, and hey, I'm not complaining, it's great. I also wanted to give a shout out to ItzDangani. Thank you very much for doing these voice lines. He is a great guy, a talented animator, and just a swell friend. He deserves all the credit, so make sure to subscribe to that legendary gamer in the description below. The last thing I wanted to mention is that the world outside is really crazy right now, and it deserves all of our attention. In the description below, I left a link to a couple of ways that you can help contribute to the movement going on, and at the very least, I'd really appreciate it if you could pass it on to the next person, because this is a very, very big deal. We're living through history, guys. Please do everything you can to help. Stay kind, stay cozy, love each other, and treasure our diversity.